It's a ghetto people song, only them can sing this world. It's a song for the poor who is facing suffering. It's a ghetto people song, only them can sing this world. It's a song for the poor who is facing suffering. Young Police Channel from Jamaica. Big up, Rastafari. Everton Blender said that. We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. Yeah, this is Everton Blender. It's all about the young police from Jamaica. See Young Police Channel. Big up yourself. Everton Blender said that. We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of.
If you are tired of seeing criminals get away with murder, tired of hearing excuses for the wicked, then it's time to take action. Hit that subscription button now and stay in the loop with the Jamaica Young Police Channel. We are not here to sugarcoat. We are here to expose the truth, injustice, and make sure the real heroes get the recognition they deserve. Don't wait for the change. Be the change. Subscribe, like, and let's make some noise and hold those criminals accountable. Justice in action. Speak up. Crime must fall. And remember that we have go inside the description box and you'll see various links to various things for the Jamaica Young Police Channel. JamaicaYoungPoliceChannel.com, where you will see articles and stuff like that. Those who like to read, and we continue to give you guys exceptional material over here. So, moving on. Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police Channel. To our loyal viewers, subscribers and Patreon members. At the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because they save lives. This is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives at this channel. We at the channel aid criminals with a passion and do not want them over here. We do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you to go to prison or the departure lounge at Madden. Moving on to today's video. Yes, if you remember the other day that Chargie Badness, man, Corrego Barnes, aka Chargie Badness, aka Che. Yeah, he's from Concrete Jungle as yours truly. And he had made a video denouncing the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization and has supported through support behind the Jamaica Labour Party and the Andrew Wallace administration, because he has said all they have been doing is destroying lives. And I'm like, wow, it's like a Jesus moment for this man. So we're gonna let you watch a video of him endorsing the Jamaica Labour Party. But guess what? No, Chargie Badness is marked for death. Yeah, man. I just said, you dance with the devil and them thing there. Don't accept you're going to wake up in a heaven. You're going to wake up in hell. So now, yeah, man, Chargie Badness is marked for death. As you see, here's the skull, you know what I mean? So this guy now, named Omar Ibanks. Yeah, Omar Ibanks. Yeah, man, him come from same place there, Portmore. He's the man, the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization, IRK. And anytime they kill anyone, anytime they plan to kill somebody, they always do it out by Harborview, out by this guy place, Danny Marino. Yeah, they always do it out by Danny's place. So they have come to the conclusion that they have to get rid of Chargie Badness because of the recordings that he have with himself and Raymond Price and others in the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization when they were planning the attack on the people in Gregor Park. And it was after the killing of Sweeney. That's how I have found out that Mark Golden is not a Jamaican by birth. Chargie Badness did not know that before until in time recently, and when the thing that really riled him up and evoked that kind of emotion in him is when he saw that Mark Gummy Bear Golding's ancestors took away the clothes from black people, after slavery, and left them naked as the day that they were born. So those of you who are, over here and you're dummies, in case you did not know, Emancipation Park, you see the statues that you see, the PMP, PJ Patterson has built and put it right there. It's a remembrance to remind us as people, this is what our ancestors been through. Although now they are the same one that embracing the oppressors. That goes to show you the hypocrisy of these people. So you cannot, as they always say, you can't really follow these people because these people have no core beliefs. Remember, to share the video. Don't bother think that because I want to tell you that I had spoken to a few people and they said that they cannot find the channel. I don't know how that. I have no control over what YouTube have been doing. As we said before and we say again, and we only can just wait on time. Share the video with others so they get the link, because even a video that was released, this a man say he could not find the video itself. So we're gonna let you listen to choreographer Chargie Badness endorsing the Jamaica Labour Party and Prime Minister Andrew Holness government for the third term, and we're gonna give you in depth what they plan to do with Chargie Badness when before they kill him, because what they really wanted, they want the recordings and where the recording, where he's hiding the recording and who have access to it. So the mission is to, well, before we give you the meat of the matter, we want you to listen to Chargie Badness in himself. This is Chargie choreographer Barnes himself.
Look up big hungry belly bumbuckler, but all you look up big hungry belly bumbuckler, batty boy Raymond Price. And you feel like you can't come and put more can win, batty boy. I be a hungry belly bumbuckler thing you deal with. You feel like no pussy way hungrier than me can blow. All you look up big hungry belly bumbuckler, batty boy Raymond Price. And you feel like you can't come and put more can win, batty boy. I be a hungry belly bumbuckler thing you deal with. You feel like no pussy way hungrier than me can blood clot lead me. In big hungry belly boy, I scrape you want come bumbuckler scrape. You all on a hungry belly in a scrape, you come in a blood clot PMP for scrape in a pussy hole. You know no blood clot sense, All batty man bumbuckler, bumbuckler, all a little batty man one day. When he blood clot mark holding come over there with him cross himself. And make man look a bumbuckler friend chop off a bus and dead. And pussy hole, nothing no do for bumbuckler look a boy and bone up and go suck on a mama. You feel like you can blood clot win down at that, go suck on a mama. Bumbuckler labor right go beat you, because you're too hungry. Go suck on a mama, you not carry bumbuckler people and not even look for food. You don't have bumbuckler instrument people and get go suck on a mother.
Yeah, so Chargie Badness, he was at the JLP big festival, yeah man, the big rally where Andrew Holness announced the election, yeah man. Can you believe? A PMP turned JLP, bad man. Never seen nothing like that. So golf now, because all these capture land and places work, the people who live in these communities, they have no say in it. They have to just work with what the Dan says. So he's now a labor right, a Dan, yeah man. So, the PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization hierarchy, they had put out an edict that must be killed. So the man who got the memo to kill him is that man at the bottom. His name is Omar Ibanks. He has an alias, and you have to go back and listen to what he has said, and you can hear him, even in the conversation that we had. When he was talking to another PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization gunman out there by Brighton, his name is Gary Phipps. And Gary Phipps was commending him for doing an excellent job in getting Ames Parkins killed. Tyson, that's a counselor. And he bragged about it. You hear him, bragging that he's the one who's the mastermind behind the killing of Ames Parkins. That's the same man, Omar Barnes. Because he was given that task by Mark Gummy Golding and Peter Bunting to get rid of the councillor so that they could give him the seat. But fortunately, you have women like Karen Cross, yeah man, Karen Cross was able to stand up, and that's how everything fall out. So the PNP could not give him the seat, the councillor seat over there at the time, because they create a ruckus about it. So you have to understand the rot of criminal politics, Gregor Park, Chargie Badness, and the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization. So we're going to give you an in-depth analysis why they want him dead. So if Chargie Badness want to listen to Omar Ibanks, he can play the same fool, well, he's an old criminal, and him know how it is. His friend normally killed friends. Remember that he killed Dave Clans and married to Dave Clans' wife, so he knows the game, that it's all about deception and deceit. That's how you kill people, and that's how you do things. It's all about deception, being deceptive. So I don't know who's gonna outsmart who. If he wants to believe Omar Ibanks, and Omar Ibanks tell him, so no, Charge you're done and this and that. That was the same thing that Mendes did with Wapper, and Wapper killed him, and Dixon, and John Dixon. You have to understand that there's no honest criminals. So now Chargie Badness is in the crosshairs of these people, so they're going to get rid of him. They say they have to kill him before September 3rd, because he's in Jamaica. So I don't know how I'm going to survive this, but we just want him to know. Because once we, look here, some people are, defend Chargie Badness. Look here, as we say over here now, our job is to save lives. You understand what I'm saying? Some lives not worth saving. We're not... in all good conscience, if we are over here, it's going to be biased, and we know that there's an edict out for somebody and we have the information. Remember, so the phone is a two-way radio. It's our job just to let the people them know. You understand what I'm saying? Some people say that, boy, we have every time them supposed to, them getting closer to kill Vibes Cartel, and we find out, we'll let him know. Alright, and look here, and we that is our job. As we said before, our job is to save lives. Remember that, Vibes Cartel, most of you don't even know, Vibes Cartel wasn't a criminal-minded youth, It was my cousin that corrupted it and turned him into a criminal. And Vibes Cartel, outliving my cousin, is dead. You understand? So, and I've never spoken to Vibes Cartel since my cousin died. And then I heard that I am the one. I didn't convert anyone. I just speak the truth. And what Vibes Cartel is not stupid either. And he realized that everything that the PNP had imparted to us is for us to go to prison or go to the departure lounge. He's not a dummy. So he realized and understand that the GLP, with the leader Andrew Michael Holness, they are not promoting violence. And they are not telling youths to step it up and kill people. So that's why the reason, if you notice, none of Vibes Cartel children have been to jail. None. The only dummies children that ever been to jail is Movada and Ninja Man. 2 dummies. You understand? Vibes Cartel, none of his children have ever been to jail. The closest there, one of them little lad, they had confrontation with police. And Vibes Cartel talked to him about it and tell him, say, look here, you better try to be friends with police and don't diss them and all of these things. So anyway, moving on. So in the heart of Jamaica's political theatre, where corruption chokes progress and blood often marks the boundaries between constituencies, lurks an open secret. It is an unholy alliance between organized crime and political power. For decades, it has been nurtured, fed, and protected by the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization. A machine that survives not by serving the people, but by controlling them through fear, dependency, and destruction. One glaring case study in this rut is Gregor Park, Gulf, a community that has long been under the shadow of the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization influence and their criminal enforcers. And from within its zinc fence lanes and neglected streets emerge a man who would become both product and a pawn of this toxic system. Chargie Badness, Barnes. So Gregor Park, a manufactured garrison of poverty. Let us be clear here. Gulf is a capture land community. People that live on capture land, as that's so Michael man, they tell them, it's a place you just go there and just put up a shed. Most time I tell people that them thing, because I have lived in a community where people come and build up them shed and people come tell me, and as a Kingstonian and thing, I just go to them and tell them, say, hey, look here, you can't come here with this kind of thing, you know. So we give them notice. I mean, me a police, I'm give them notice. Say they have 24 hours to leave, or else, you understand. And the community take care of them. I mean, you burn them down to the ground, I just so it go. That's not asking, not for them place. I capture you can't come, I just so it go, so them have to let go. Cause you understand, once you steal and start cuddle them, and you know, like, no, I saw them start build one, then it turn in our community. We don't want that. So we make sure we nip it in our butt, so no guy can only do that. You know what I mean? And I just so it go. So, this is, so golf in a Gregor Park did not descend into chaos by accident. It is the grotesque offspring of garrison politics, a carefully engineered design where the politicians and the Don work hand in hand, and the politicians provide political cover and a steady supply of resources, while the Don delivers votes secured through intimidation, bribery, and sometimes outright violence. So the story began decades ago with the migration of squatters from Kingston, Jonestown, and Concrete Jungle, Kingston 12. These were communities already shaped by the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization Garrison's tragedy under Michael Manley's socialist revolution of the 1970s. A policies that preach upliftment, but in practice create urban war zones where political loyalty was rewarded and opposition was punished with death. When these families moved westward, they carried with them the poverty and political clientelism they had been trapped in. Instead of being settled in formal housing schemes, they were left to squat, erecting collection, zinc huts and wooden shacks in Gregor Park, often without toilets, running water, electricity, or garbage collection. Human waste were disposed of in scandal bags, plastic bags of excrement tossed into, not gullies, in open lot, or burned in open spaces, the acrid stench mingling with the scent of political neglect. So this was no oversight. It was a calculated abandonment. A community deliberately left in squalor because poverty makes people easier to control. Remember that, you know. My mother always tell me, say, anytime, I tell you that, hey, I say I love that woman to death, you know. She always tell me, say, anybody tell us that them love you because you're poor, you know, stay far from them. And it is so true. Me an adult now, and as a man, I say, wow, that woman was way behind her ears. Yeah, man, I love you, man. I mean, mother. So poverty makes people easier to control. And the criminal dons who rule over it were politically useful to the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization. Chargie Badness, a product of the system, Carriego Barnes, yeah man, that's a Chargie Badness, che, was not an accident. He was the intended outcome of this environment. He rose to power, not through education, entrepreneurism, or community service, but through fear. He became the local enforcer, the man who could make things happen, the gatekeeper between the people and the politicians. In return, he was protected from law enforcement, protected from rivals, as long as he kept, golf under the orange banner. His position was secure. At one point in time, he went to prison for a murder. With another guy named Bakto. But Che was able to, beat the case, and him living in America. I don't say him did not put on him immigration thing, say that he was arrested and charged and convicted with murder and exonerated by the PNP LGBTQ plus appeal court. You know Dr. Peter Phillips, I'm a Peter Phillips boy. Back to know them say back to was them never sure if back to are really PNP and them thing, but the case was crystal clear. And because back they had killed one of Jason security at Caymanas Park. So this is the deal that hundreds of dons across Jamaica have made with the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization machine. Control the votes and we shield it from the law. But there is one rule in garrison politics that is never to be broken. You do not betray the party. The break when a don turn his back. So recently in a twist that has shaken the underworld and political class, Chargie Badness released a video denouncing the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization. He openly declared support for the Jamaica Labour Party, admitted that his life is now in danger. But guess what? Although him admit it, no, his life is really in danger. Why? Because he holds something they fear, recordings. Allegedly, these tapes contain conversation with Mark Gombebeer Golden, Raymond Price, Peter Bunting, Ian Eales, and others implicating them in acts of political terror. One such plot, he claims, culminated in the August 13, 2023 arson attack on Walkers Avenue, Gregor Park, St. Catherine. August 13, night of blood and fire. I hear the PNP them tell us blood and fire. This is what it mean. And that night, a coordinated team of gunmen and women descended on Walkers Avenue, Gregor Park. They firebomb 11 homes, turning them into roaring infernos. 50 people were left homeless, their possessions reduced to ash. The air was thick with smoke, and the scream of children clutching their mothers in terror. As the attackers fled, Ranil Rumpunch Arton, a respected taxi operator beloved for his kindness, was gunned down. He was not a political figure, just a man trying to make an honest living. Naomi Miss Sweeney Kogul, a 70-year-old elder in the community, she did it from she original PMP. But guess what? She realized that them life now improve. I see them all with the PMP. So she, as an influential woman and an elder in her community, she have her children have education now and can think, and them start talk sense in her youth them and say, look here, this is it, you know. If you look on the youth them, we are aligned to the labor right, they are not involved in so much of criminality. Them now go to jail and they're not dead. Most of them in a good work. Them are work a bank. Some of them work in a private business. Some of them are police and some of them are soldier. And them live longer than owner. All in all do a pick up gun and up a jail and then they're not dead. What kind of life that? You love to sleep with man, because when you go to jail and man you sleep with. And by educating the youths and them start realizing, so she was able to change the community right there. From PMP to GLP, Miss Sweeney, this woman. So them kill her. Just like how you see them kill Natalie Nikki Robertson. So they don't like when people can't think. So she had survived decades of political violence, only to die in an hospital bed from wounds inflicted in an attack that she had no part in. So them burn her. So she was arson. Yeah, she was burned. And she died 2 days in a hospital. 2 lives stolen, dozens of homes destroyed, a community scarred. And yet the silence from the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization leadership was deafening. The self-proclaimed defender of the poor had nothing to say. So you see the scam. So them claims that they are for poor people. All of these people that were made homeless and kick out of the community and kill poor people and rich people them. And they never say anything. But if you go back to the vid, if you go back, you will see it. Go to the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization playlist. There are over 1,000 videos that I have made, and you will see. Trust me, everything what you do there, there's no propaganda and no entertainment. These are facts. Yes, facts. I can say facts. These are things that are refutable evidence that you're seeing right there. So what the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization really stand for? This is where Jamaicans need to open their eyes. The PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization does not stand for progress. They do not stand for equality. They do not stand for justice. They stand for power at any cost. They stand for weaponizing poverty. They stand for keeping communities dependent. So that when election day comes, the choice is not about policies, but about which Dan control your district. The idea of community development is not building schools or roads. It's harming young men, giving them just enough resources to survive and ensuring their loyalty is secured by fear. In this twisted philosophy of poor man with a gun, it is more useful than a poor man with an education, because the educated man might vote with his conscience. The lessons of Gregor Park. Gregor Park is not unique. It's not unique. It is a mirror of dozens of communities in Jamaica's land. created, starved and controlled by political criminal alliances by the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization. But the case of Chargie Badness exposing a rear crack in the facade. For the first time, a man from within the machine is speaking out, and the machine is moving to crush him. So remember, first it was Lawrence Rowe, now Chargie Badness. Lawrence Rowe was an aspirant member of parliament in a central Kingston. Him first. So, and on a Chargie Badness first come out and talk. A Lawrence Rowe first. So we are get the cracks from within, because people are now educated, you know. Lawrence Rowe no dummy, you know. Lawrence Rowe educated youth, you know. I won't say youth still, because him still look like, you know, you see man, you still feel like him a teenager, because him no age. So Omar Ibanks, a known PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization enforcer and logistics mastermind, has allegedly been tasked with eliminating him. This is not about justice or discipline. This is about erasing a witness. This is about protecting the party's brand at the expense of human life. So they want to shut up Chargie Badness. Them want to kill Lawrence Rowe. So when we receive the information, we tell us say phone a two-way radio, you know. Yeah, so Daniel Marina, yeah man, him got the guy we have the fish place out by above you. Because anytime them are plan for killing anybody, out of that place, Peter Bunting them go and them discuss. So them are start look see if there's any bug there. Well, hey, look here. We tell you already say phone a two-way radio. If you don't want nobody to know your business, you have to leave your phone. You have to don't care. Once you have your phone, we are gonna know. We can. I mean, I saw it go. All we know, yeah, man. So try all you want, because you won't find that. The internet, the webs here, it's all. You can't say anything. You understand? So this is about erasing witness. So them want to tape them, because Chargie Badness now is like Spy Robinson. Remember Spy Robinson? Well, you have to be old enough from in 1976 when Michael Manley, DK Duncan, the whole of them, all of the PNP them want to kill Spy Robinson, a PNP activist. When them give a government going on, he wasn't a government employee, a criminal, to kill Edward Siaga, and he was held. Siaga is a man who was protected by God. You know? Siaga was able to on the political platform look in the crowd and say, no, the man in be and send the soldiers them to deal with them and them find them with a gun. That's when Michael Manley called the illegal state of emergency, because that's what the toppling government. That's why we tell you Michael Manley a tyrant. So this is about protecting the party's brand. So they want the recording by any means necessary. But nobody think that their plan, you know, is not just to kill Chargie Badness like that. Well, I tell you, you're going to hear how them plan to do it. And this is something that they have discussed. They have discussed it last week before the GLP conference, and how they want, because they want the tape. Because if the tape is released, it's going to expose the PNP criminal organization for who they are. A party of criminals, terrorists. If this tape is released, it now go affect the party base, because you know that they are criminal-minded people. Yeah, we're talking about the people who are in the middle. Those who don't see themselves as PNP or GLP, but these are people that are anti. Yes, as I've said before and I'll say again, data is king in this world. So right now you're looking at this is from Emancipation Park, where we're black people in Jamaica, New Kingston, where you'd go to celebrate your history. And these two statues that you're looking at, the man and the woman, you see that both of them are naked. This is what happened after Emancipation, where Mark Golden ancestors, they were slave holders, in Jamaica. And what they did after Emancipation, August 1st, 1838, they took even the clothes off the backs of our ancestors. Yeah, man, took away the clothes and leave them naked. So imagine you as an adult, and you had clothes then. Say you get hand-me-down, or what them call it. Because back then as slave, get good clothes, because you get what them no want. Whether they can't fit you or not, you're weird. Anything when them give you, you have to call the white man massacre him like was God. Them take away your clothes and then them leave you naked. So this is how they left us, our ancestors, after Emancipation. Proclamation was made August 1st, 1838. Naked. So you see a black man with him soldier. That I think what them eat before, because I was soldier. So them not a soldier and them thing, then them have teapot. So when I hear people say teapot, them talk a little thing. So we as black men now, because we are God's children, we have the real thing. We have soldiers, you know, our third leg. Them not have that. Them have teapot. So that's why them lynch us. And lynch us, when I say once we attack black people, even in America, cut off their genitals and put it in a jar and put it up on them shelf and look on it every day. What kind of person do that? You have to be some sick puppy. You understand? So, moving on. So we have come to the end of part one. We have to turn this in a 2-part series because we have to think about our loyal viewers and subscribers, especially our elderly. They are the one that keep this channel going because they are the backbone of the Jamaica Young Police channel. So, you know, we have to think about them. And we think about all of you, those of you who support the channel. Remember to share the video because you know that you have to understand, you know. If you understand when they come on to warfare, Jamaica Young Police channel is under immense attack from various sources. You understand? The first thing they did was took down 5 videos of Omari Banks, the same man who was responsible. You hear him boast, say he was the one, him told Gary Phipps over there in Britain. And Gary Phipps said, yeah, we know say you were responsible, take care for them and them kill Tyson. And him laugh about it and him a big up himself, say boy, him have that power. So he's the one that has been tasked now to kill Chargie Badness. So you're going to hear how they plan to kill him. This is not a killing, you know, like you see a man and shoot him. They're not planning to do that to Chargie Badness because he already told them that anyone who kill me, the tape are going to release. So that is what keeping him alive right now. But although it's keeping him alive, they have plans for him to still kill him. But how they plan to kill him, you're going to shock to know how they're planning to kill him. Just like how we don't, you know, you see Nikki, Lana, Nikki Robertson missing. Nobody see or heard from her then. Well, Chargie Badness one would be something kind of the sort, but in a different realm. You're going to hear it in part 2. So we have come to the end of part 1, and I hope you enjoy the series. And remember, Team Jamaica equal choose Jamaica. And if you don't choose Jamaica, you're just a traitor. Chargie Badness is from the same community as yours truly, Concrete Jungle. I have total different mindset. It's only 2 of us from my age group that is still alive because we choose different path. All of our peers die from gunshot. Only one person sick under the skeleton. So any little dummy I tell you, say boy, me lucky. I know nothing. It's all about parenting and the village that grew me up. Same place in a Concrete Jungle. Me have a cousin, I call him name and them thing. Him, at the time when I was most vulnerable, he was there because I'm an elder. I will tell you now about one of the #1 brigade this time, them thing, and they make certain say I never followed down that part because I know from I was 4 I know I wanted to become a police officer, like Tom Levine, my idol. So have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police channel out.